I helped a random guy replace his bike 2 months ago, gave me a gift card. When I was on a bike path kind of far from the nearest houses, I saw a guy pushing his fancy e-bike with a flat tire. It was a long walk to the neighborhood he probably lived in. So I turned back around and asked if he needed help replacing his tube. He said he had no tools, but I had a few in my bike's bag. I gave him a spare tube I had, and we got him rolling again. He said thanks, and we went our separate ways. Months later, in December, I was at the mall, and the guy came running up to me and gave me a $50 Chili's gift card. He said he kept it on him in case he ran into me again.
I ordered $30 of food from DoorDash. I was exhausted after my shift today. I have some extra spending money. I ordered some sushi and rice, my favorite. I haven't eaten today. I also grabbed a bag of chips and my French onion dip. The food was delivered promptly, and I headed out to grab it from the doorstep. Then I came in and sat on the couch. I laid everything out in front of me on the coffee table to binge-watch true crime. Then I decided not to do that. I didn't eat. I didn't watch true crime. I scrolled through reels for 2 hours laying down. I'm feeling tired now. Too tired to sit up and eat. My foot is asleep. I'm considering napping. It's been a good day.
Dude at the laundromat just taught my kid magic tricks for an hour, was doing laundry with my 7YO, and this guy in a FedEx uniform starts doing card tricks while waiting for his stuff to dry. My kid was mind blown. Instead of just showing off, he spent his whole cycle teaching my kid how to do the easier tricks. Just sat there explaining shuffles and basic sleight of hand like he had nowhere better to be. Never got his name, probably never gonna see him again. But somewhere in this city, there's a FedEx driver who made a kid's boring laundry day into the day I learned to be a magician. And he probably doesn't even know how much my kid's been practicing those tricks all week, Lowell.
A bug in a lady's hair. I was cashiering at work, and this lady had a very tiny spider in her hair. But you can't just tell people they have a spider on them. You never know how much they're going to freak out, and I didn't want the spider to die. I said, "Can I pick a small bug out of your hair?" She said, "Honey, you can pick any size bug out of my hair." So I did, and I let it go, and I never told her it was a spider.
Again.
I ordered $30 of food from DoorDash. I was exhausted after my shift today. I have some extra spending money. I ordered some sushi and rice, my favorite. I haven't eaten today. I also grabbed a bag of chips and my French onion dip. The food was delivered promptly, and I headed out to grab it from the doorstep. Then I came in and sat on the couch. I laid everything out in front of me on the coffee table to binge-watch true crime. Then I decided not to do that. I didn't eat. I didn't watch true crime. I scrolled through reels for 2 hours laying down. I'm feeling tired now. Too tired to sit up and eat. My foot is asleep. I'm considering napping. It's been a good day.
Dude at the laundromat just taught my kid magic tricks for an hour.
I was at the supermarket, and a kid started mucking around with me. I was waiting in line to buy my stuff, and this kid double finger pointed at me, so I did it back. And he did it again. So for the following next few minutes, we were finger pointing at each other, hiding and then finger pointing when we jumped out from where we were hiding. We were giggling at each other, and it was very wholesome. He was a cool kid. My 80-year-old tenant taught me what being a property manager is actually about. I was doing my routine inspection at one of my buildings last month when a sweet old lady who has been there for 12 years stopped me to show me her garden. She lives on the 3rd floor. Turns out she'd been growing these tiny tomato plants on her windowsill. She was so proud showing me how she rigged up this whole string system to support them. But what got me was when she handed me this little Tupperware container. They were the first tomatoes of the spring. There were exactly 3 cherry tomatoes in there, probably worth like 50 cents at the store. But she'd been growing these things for months just to share them. And I find this so wholesome.
My mom thought anime was evil. When I was in middle school, my friends showed me anime. I thought some shows and mangas were cool, so I started watching it at home. My mom saw one day while in my room and started yelling at me, "What the fudge are you watching?" I told her I was watching Inuyasha. She said those shows are full of wakshans and are made by the devil to tempt my soul. She raised me extremely religious, so I wasn't allowed to have a lot of things including Pokemon cards or Beyblades or even comic books. I would still watch shows at night on my Xbox 360 when she was asleep. A friend of mine who got me into mangas let me borrow his brand new copy of the first part of Star Blazers 2199. I only got halfway through when my mom decided to go snooping in my room and found it hidden behind my bed. I ended up getting yelled at when I came home and wasn't allowed to go outside or play games for a month. She also made me go to confession at church, and she threw away my friend's book, so he was angry at me. I bought an infrared thermometer. Today I received the infrared thermometer I ordered. I've always wanted one, but I hadn't realized how cheap they were. So I hit buy now and promptly forgot I ordered it. My roommate was expecting a package today, so when there were two on the porch, I was surprised to see one addressed to me. When I opened it and saw what it was, I was filled with joy. My front porch was 28 degrees in the shade and 34 degrees in the sun. I tested my beer. It was 36 degrees. I tested the diesel-powered heater at the shop. It averaged 900 degrees at the front of the blower. My leftovers were 84 degrees before I put them in the fridge. The outside of my shoes that I'm wearing are 69 degrees. The shoes I'm not wearing are 64 degrees. This thing has no practical use for me. I don't use it for work. When I told my roommate what I got, naturally she asked, "What do you want that for?" I told 4 friends about it. None had any questions about why I wanted it.